Almost 10 years ago, the idea to bring the World Police and Fire Games to Fairfax was conceived. Back in 2005, Second Lieutenant Bruce Bleckel and Captain Jerome Williams attended the games in Quebec. Their experience made them think Fairfax County could be a possible candidate to host the World Police and Fire Games. They shared their thoughts with former Board of Supervisors Chairman Jerry Connolly and Sully District Supervisor Michael Fry. After consideration, the Board of Supervisors approved the plan. The process to have Fairfax County considered as a contender for hosting the games began in earnest. During the Vancouver Games in 2009, Fairfax County was announced as the host of the 2015 Games, and since then, many people have collaborated to ensure these games would be a great success. Our guest again today is one of the people who helped to organize the games. He's back with us, CEO and President of Fairfax 2015, Bill.
Hi, Ken.
Thank you so much for coming back. My guest is Bill Knight. So, the opening ceremonies seemed to go off without a hitch in RFK. What was your perspective?
We were thrilled with it. So we had a terrific parade of athletes. A lot of athletes joined in from 60 some odd countries, and so that was exciting to see the crowd reaction to the athletes coming in. And we had General Colin Powell participate as a speaker, and that was terrific. And then certainly we had some good entertainment as well. So I think everybody really enjoyed the evening.
So a big and impressive kickoff, and what's your impression of how things are going since then?
Pretty well, pretty well. You know, we had so many sports starting up, first day when the rains hit us. And so we postponed a few to the next day, but we're back on track with the great weather now. And so it's going real well.
Well, that's great. So Fairfax County was named host for this event back in 2009, and I assume Fairfax 2015 was formed then, or when was it formed? And how many people does it take to put all this together?
It was actually formed back during the bid committee days, and so we transitioned it from the bid committee to the organizing committee once we won the bid in 2009. And then I was brought in right at the beginning of 2013 to take over as the CEO. And this organization is an amazing organization because it's a combination of so many different entities. Public safety is so integrally involved that it's really exciting to be able to work with these public safety heroes.
It's dynamic and a huge team. How many people do you have doing what?
I don't even have a count for you because it's so dynamic. We have so many wonderful volunteers pitching in. Even the sport coordinators that in many cases are public safety officers themselves are volunteers and doing a terrific job, but the numbers are huge for those that are contributing.
And for those people who want to check out the events that are happening, how do they go about doing that?
Well, all the competition is free of charge to the general public, so come on out. The website is the best source for information. And again, there's probably 20 competitions going on any particular day. And so whether you're coming here to Reston Town Center, where the village is, the social hub, or any of our venues at GMU, or at Lerner Town Square, or Morven Park, there's some great opportunities to see the sports.
Well, you certainly can't ask for any better weather than this.
Fantastic.
Bill, thank you so much for joining us again. Good luck with the rest of the events. Enjoy it.
Appreciate it, Ken.
Captain Courage is his name, and he's the official Eagle mascot for these World Police and Fire Games. He's been doing an awesome job getting people excited about this event and keeping the spirit of the games alive. Let's find out who Captain Courage really is.
Captain Courage is the mascot for the 2015 World Police and Fire Games here in Fairfax, Virginia. In the spring of 2014, we decided we were going to do an eagle mascot to match our logo, and we did a social media poll. We had the costume and all of that designed, and then we put it out there, let everybody tell us what they thought the name should be. We picked the top 4 responses. Captain Courage was one of them, and we officially announced the name of the mascot during our year-out celebration, the sports extravaganza at Reston Town Center. So for the last couple of games, there have been a mascot. It's a great way to interact with people. It was great for us as we were doing the lead up to the games. A great way to engage people, draw them in, to find out what the games are about, how they can get involved. So just really great promotional tool for us. So Mason started off as an intern in our office on our marketing and communications team, and he fits the mascot costume, so that's a huge reason why. But also, he just has a great personality. When he's in the mascot costume, he has so much fun with it. He has a great time playing with the kids. So it just really worked out as like a good fit for us.
I decided to become Captain Courage because it seemed like a really fun, charismatic position to have, and it kind of fit my personality, and it was a different take on what I've already been doing, so I was really excited for it. Best part of being Captain Courage is seeing how much fun other people have coming and chilling with me. A lot of people think that the kids would have more fun, but honestly, I get more adults saying like, "Hey, Captain Courage, like high five, what's up?" You know, and it's a really fun time, and it's really fun to see everyone else enjoy themselves. I've never been part of anything this big, and this is larger than the Olympics. And right out of college, this is more than I could have asked for. Great opportunity, great people to work with, and helping out all these local and national heroes.
Joining us now is Barry Bigger, President and CEO of Visit Fairfax, the organization responsible for bringing these games to Fairfax County. Barry, thanks so much for joining us.
A real pleasure being
nice to meet
here. You too.
So, tell us a little bit about this journey to bring these games here.
Well, it is indeed been a journey, and actually at the end of the day I go back to a quote that I love, and that is, in order to begin a journey it takes one step, and after that many miles follow. And we have now been down many miles on this journey, but it's exciting. We're here. It has been fantastic so far.
Absolutely. And what were some of the challenges on that long journey?
Well, the challenges were the competition that we had when we originally bid on the games, because at the end of the day, the competition we had could have gone either way, either Fairfax or the other two cities. But following our bid in Vancouver in 2009, following that, we all felt very good about how we did. And we had to wait until the following day to find out. But when we did and they announced Fairfax, elation like you wouldn't believe.
I bet. I'm sure that's quite a feeling when something you've worked for works out like that.
No
Who were
doubt.
some of your bigger supporters?
Well, certainly the county has really been amazing as it related to support of these games all the way through. The corporate community of Fairfax County also was very supportive right from the beginning.
How important was getting these games to Fairfax for our tourism industry?
It was really very critical, and the amazing thing about the event is, without question, it is the single largest event that has ever taken place in Fairfax County related to a tourism opportunity. We have close to 10,000 athletes, probably 15,000 additional visitors that are traveling with them. During these 2 weeks particularly, which is the slowest period of time in our county related to tourism and hotel occupancy, the incremental business that our industry is seeing over these 10 days is absolutely fantastic. But that is why we chose these 10 days. And here's an interesting piece of information. Not only are the hotels and the restaurants and the retail busy, but the laundromats in our county who are open so these teams can clean their uniforms every day are also being impacted.
Now, we might be known worldwide for our rescue efforts of the USAR team. How does it feel for the rest of the world to get to know Fairfax County's police, fire, rescue?
Sure. You know, their peer group around the world is very aware of how important that part of the fire and rescue department is to the world. However, a lot of people really do not know the significance of it even within our own country. And that is that they are only one of two here in the US that will have the opportunity of being deployed to disasters around the world. They have been deployed to many areas of which we have athletes represented from here at the Games. And the appreciation that you hear from them related to our people here in Fairfax County is really nothing short of amazing. You do hear it on the news, but when you're hearing it from them who have witnessed it firsthand, that is really very rewarding for us.
And really part of the power of these games that we've brought here. So you're a very busy man during all these days, but are you getting a chance to enjoy the games?
Oh, very much. Now that they're here, a lot of the work has already been done, so we will all take full advantage of enjoying them and taking everything in possible that we can. Well, this isn't busy. This is fun.
This is the
and
fun part.
enjoyment.
Yeah, well, we're delighted having it here, and thank you for all the work you've done. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I love Channel 16.
In the game of basketball, here at the World Police and Fire Games, 5 courts separate the good from the great. The journey to number 1 begins long before tip-off. Many athletes have had to fund their own way to get here, a task that was especially tough for the Greek athletes. Let's explore what it actually took to get this group of athletes to the Games.
New York City. I'm a New York City Department of Correction officer, and I've been on the job for about 8 years now. It's amazing. You just see how basketball is really a universal sport. You know, everybody got different backgrounds, different law enforcement jobs, but on basketball, it's just hardwood floor and made shots. That's it.
I'm from Montreal and around. I'm a police officer, and we play basketball 5-on-5. We're privileged, I think, to be here. We have families at home. I have a little son, and it's kind of hard to leave, you know, but when you're here, we feel like it's unique, and we're privileged to have the chance to participate at those games. It's very, it's kind of a good energy, you know.
So I started working on the World Police and Fire Games a little over 2.5 years ago when I joined OP3. And I guess it was back around the end of March, I received a letter through my son's Greek school teacher. I am a Greek American, and he takes Greek classes, our whole family does. And so the teacher said, I got this letter from someone in Baltimore about some Greek firefighters that need help. I read it, and it told the story of these fellow civil servants, government employees, just like you and me, that were having difficulty doing their fundraising to try and come to the World Police and Fire Games. But because of the economic challenges in Greece and the economic austerity measures, they'd actually had their salaries cut 3 times in the last 9 months. So I read this 4-page letter, and at the end of it, I was just kind of in shock, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do something to help them. So anyway, one of the things that we did with our social media campaign is we built a website on Facebook, the Helping Hellenic Heroes page. And my partner on the other side of the ocean and on the other side of the world was Captain George Kagialis, who is with the Athens Fire Brigade, and he's a fire captain there. So he had reached out, and we were working very much in partnership over the last couple of months to feature a Hellenic Hero of the Day, somebody from their team, and also we did a little bit of work with the Hellenic Athletic Police Association to include some of their heroes as well. There are 29 athletes coming from the police department and 33 athletes coming from the fire department. Together, they are competing in about 15 different sports. If you've seen the basketball game going on right now at center court, there's a lot of Greek flags. We had 3 buses of people that came in to support the Greeks that came in from Greece, and they are equally as thankful.
I would like to say again a big thanks to Diana and all the Greeks that host us here and help us every day and do their best for us. We will do the best we can for our country over here to compete and if possible to take the first place.
There are 61 sports, 70 countries, more than 10 to 12,000 athletes that are here to compete for 1,600 medal events. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I encourage you, grab your children, grab grandma, and get out to the stands.
Follow the beat of the drum. Now, gather every muscle from your fingertips to your toes and paddle. Watch as the ancient sport of dragon boating embarks on the National Harbor.
It was a lot harder than I ever imagined it would be. A lot harder. It was hard to stay in time. It was hard to pool that much water. It was more physically demanding than any of us thought, I think, those of us that are new. But it was fun. It didn't kill me.
I think the first time we did it was in Adelaide in 2007. We had a couple of guys that had done dragon boat racing, and they got a team together, and unfortunately they've not come this time, so we've got a slightly less experienced team. but we're doing. We're quite pleased with our efforts, and it's just great competing against all the other police and firefighters from all over the world, and it's just a great day out.
The key is to be synchronized, so everyone's got to paddle in unison. You have a steerer at the back who keeps us on course, and a drummer in the front that keeps us on pace.
It's an absolute fantastic event. It's something that I've been in the fire brigade. I'm on my 50th year as a firefighter at the moment, and it started 30 years ago, and I'm just so pleased that it's really started, because it brings firefighters and police together. You all respect each other, and we have a great camaraderie, and we see together. When we get together, we realise how we're all the same. We just speak with different accents.
Oh, everybody's been so supportive, all the different agencies, police and fire, law enforcement in general. It's a good networking event, great camaraderie, and support for all the agencies, and also from the public. Everybody's been coming up to us and been very friendly here in the town.
Any cardiovascular training is useful to us on the job. Any strength training, useful on the job. Rowing, bicycling, running, all of it's good.
Well, I've been in it since I went to the very first ones in San Jose in 1985, and ever since then we've been involved in it, and we're one of the very few countries in the world that have been to every single game. We've got representatives in every single game. In 2007 we were in Adelaide in the Australian Games, and also in 1995 we held them in Melbourne. And we sort of compare every games now to what we did in Melbourne, and it's great to see everything improving with each game. We all learn from each other's efforts.
It's been the time of my life. I've had so much fun. I've met the greatest people. The Australians asked me to be on their team with my friend Greg Moore. What more can you ask for? It's been a party the whole time. Everybody's been so nice, and I've met some of the most amazing people.
A group of local hockey players band together for their first team game. Can they overcome the first game jitters and outplay the fierce competitors? Journey to Reston, where things are heating up on the ice.
I thought we played really well. We're not a team, this is our first time playing in the World Games. We're not a team that typically goes out and competes on a level like this. We're just a house team, and we do it for fun with the department. We've got some other members from surrounding jurisdictions that play with us. But I think we did really well. We were worried coming in, a big team like Ireland, and it's kind of intimidating at times when they come in, fully done up and nice uniforms and stuff like that. But it was a lot of fun, and I look forward to doing the rest.
I would have to say the nerves were doing it for me, and just keep going. I wanted to get at least one goal, and once the first one went in, again the nerves kind of went down a little bit. It's just like you learn from playing off, starting out as a kid, throw everything at net, and something's bound to go in.
The key to the offense was a lot of communication. We did a lot of work before the games, working on our passing and being able to talk to each other on the fly, so that really helped a lot. And as far as getting up early, that doesn't bother any of us. Northern Virginia traffic, you have to get up multiple hours early to go anywhere. So just another day for us.
I think it's always good to get the first game out of the way. We come across, as Mark was saying, we have people that maybe we haven't skated on the ice as a team together. We've played against one another a few times. We haven't skated on the team, so that was the first time we've played as a team. I think fantastic to get out of the way. We'd love to win, but I think we gave a good account of ourselves, which is really what we're here to do. We're here to have fun and give a good account of ourselves, which we have done there.
We played first of all in 2013 when the games in Belfast, and in 2014 we went to Las Vegas to play an 9/11 Cup. And then obviously 2015 we traveled here. I think everybody enjoys playing against police and fire officers, and I think it's because of what we do for a living. I think everybody enjoys it.
I prefer to take the shots early on. Typically we're a team that is usually down, and used to doing 40, 50 shots a game. So the constant flow is actually good for me, so you don't get cold standing out there. But it was just it was an adjustment. I didn't know what to expect, being a team from another country and what their skill level was. Never facing them before, but I think we matched up pretty well, and it was really, again, just about having fun.
Andy did great today. He's our backbone of the team. He's nice and tall. He's a big guy. He moves in. He gets side to side. He's our backbone. And he played a great game. Made some great saves. A couple lucky bounces they got. Couple nice place shots they got. But he definitely played a great game today. It's truly amazing. A lot of us grew up playing travel hockey and playing competitively against different states, teams from different states. But to be on an international level, you grow up watching the Olympics and just hoping one day you can wear a uniform from Team USA. And this is, for some, this is as close as you're going to get. So it's a pretty wild experience. And just, like I said, starting off with a team against Ireland, you don't dream about this until it actually happens.
The World Police and Fire Games showcases some of the most athletic men and women in the world. As they continue to compete, they're all looking to be the best in their sport. Here's a look at the game results and what events are coming up. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in to Channel 16. You can watch us on the Cox, Comcast, or Verizon cable systems, or on live streaming at fairfaxcounty.gov/cable. Click on live streaming. Be sure to join us tomorrow night and every night through July 2nd from 7:30 to 8 p.m. for more from the 2015 World Police and Fire Games. Stay tuned now for the replay of Friday night's opening ceremony. I'm Ken Elston. Good night.